Hey Panthers! Welcome back to Panther Talk.
On this episode of Panther Talk, we'll discuss homecoming and all of its festivities,
the Crimson Star Band's first competition,
and much more. I'm Emily.
And I'm Amber. And this is your Panther Talk.
Here at Brookwood High School, we have opportunities for all students with different interests.
Our Technical Student Association is getting more involved and is always welcoming new students.
Panther Talk reporter Connor Patterson is here to tell us more about the club.
We go to Mr. Snow to learn more about TSA.
Technically, we are required to do the Technology Student Association, given career tech standards, but we're inspired to do, I'm inspired to do anything that has to do with technology in general, and that furthers you guys' knowledge about everything that has to do with STEM and drones and robotics and coding, and the new AI advancement stuff too as well. Preparing y'all for a new world.
We go to Laura Hoover to learn more about TSA.
My future plans for TSA is to start up our fundraiser of selling 3D models after homecoming week, and to start field trips as soon as possible. We have 3 planned as of right now.
Back to you in the studio.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Chances are you know someone who has or had breast cancer.
Panther Talk reporter Kamori Wilkerson walked around the school asking students and faculty who they'd wear their pink for.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month is very crucial because it serves as a platform to educate people about the signs and symptoms of breast cancer. Together, we can support those affected by breast cancer and work towards a future where no one has to face this disease alone. And to show that those who have been impacted by breast cancer are not alone, we have some people today to show support to friends or family that have been affected.
I wear pink for my mom, Linda Holloway.
I wear pink for my grandmother, Luella Miller. I wear pink for my mom, Sandra Harmon.
I wear pink for Sharon.
I wear pink for my aunt, Meriwether.
I wear pink for my Aunt Evelyn.
I'm Kamori, back to you in the studio.
The Work Keys test is a mandatory test for students to earn their CRE credit.
Each year, seniors are required to take this test and pass it in order to graduate.
Panther Talk reporter Josh Powell is here to tell us more about it.
We talked to Dr. Milligan about the upcoming Work Keys test, and here's what he had to say about it.
Well, first thing, take it seriously. Try to do the best you can on it, because some people take these kind of tests and they think, well, it's not for grade or anything, so it doesn't really matter. It does matter. It makes a big difference. You know, it will make a difference in terms of, like I said, job opportunities and where you qualify for different programs and things.
We also talked to our counselor, Ms. Moore, and here's what she had to say about it.
So the Work Keys test is a standardized test that measures 3 things. It measures our workplace documents, graphic literacy, as well as applied mathematics. So the Work Keys test comes great opportunities, because the way that you're scored, you must score, at least for our district, at least a 4, which is a silver status. You can earn a gold status or a platinum status, and I think it's interesting to note that platinum status is 1% of the nation, and last year Brookwood High School had over 30 platinum scores. All right, so with the Work Keys, as a senior, you must take this test. And this is one of those tests that prepares you for the real world of work. What it is it's a credential that once you receive a silver status, that's exactly what you need to be able to move on and progress if you earn silver or higher, but it's also a credential that helps you in the workplace. If you're not going straight into the workforce right after you graduate from high school, it still looks good on your resume. Whatever score you earn, whether it's silver, bronze, gold, or platinum, all of those look really good on the workplace, because it tells employers that you are ready for the workplace environment. And that's really that credential that you can receive.
I'm Josh Powell, back to you in the studio.
Homecoming is by far one of the most busy and fun weeks at Brookwood High School.
Yeah, I love getting to dress up and participate in all the homecoming festivities.
Let's go with Panther Talk reporter Alexa Oglesby to take a look back on this year's homecoming.
Homecoming is a wonderful time for Brookwood High School and the rest of the Brookwood community. Whether it's the dress-up days, the parade, the pep rally, the game, or the dance, there is something for everyone to enjoy. Panther Talk spoke with the Homecoming King, Malcolm Ludgood, and the Homecoming Queen, Savannah Hayes. Savannah Hayes told us how she felt about becoming the Homecoming Queen and her advice to underclassmen when it comes to homecoming.
To be nominated Homecoming Queen is an honor, knowing that my peers had voted for me. I would tell my younger peers to not do bad stuff during homecoming week and have fun with it and just like take all the memories in and like just have fun. My favorite part of homecoming week was the game and like getting homecoming queen because all my friends congratulated me and my family was super proud.
Malcolm Ludgood also expressed his gratitude for becoming the Homecoming King and all of the memories that he has made this homecoming week.
To be the Homecoming King, it feels good. I was just glad that I made it to the court. I wasn't trying to really win or anything. And then, you know, when they said my name, my reaction was surprised at first. And then that whole game, since like halftime, I was just trying to take it in, you know, everybody congratulating me and all that. It felt pretty good that night. One advice I'd give younger classes is to just participate in activities. It's fun. It's a part of high school. For me, I can safely say that I did not have a boring high school career. I had fun during high school. You know, homecoming is meant for everybody to come together. And if you have a chance to do, you know, rolling, go to pep rallies, go to the football game, it's really fun. And you should definitely go to it.
Miss Chastain Cruz has been over the homecoming court for 14 years and loves all the traditions that the Brookwood community has when it comes to homecoming.
I have been doing the homecoming court at Brookwood High School for 14 years. I think my favorite homecoming tradition for Brookwood, being that I'm not from here, is how excited everybody gets during the week and how everybody's out rolling houses, but then they all come together as a community and we all work on floats and doors, and it's just a really exciting week here.
I'm Alexa Augustine, back to you in the studio.
With most of our season slowly coming to an end,
the Brookwood Panthers have put on some good fights.
Let's go to Panther Sports to hear more.
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Fallon.
And this is your Panther Sports.
On September 22nd, the Brookwood football team took on Hillcrest, falling at home 56-6.
However, in their first game after the bye week, the Panthers played a great game against Bessemer City at home.
After falling behind in the first half, the Panthers came to life, leading a late comeback attempt in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback Jacob Rowell found Timbo Barron, Matt Hughes, and Jack Hallmark for touchdowns before falling just short of the Tigers, 34-24. The flag football team season is also in full swing.
As they move into the second half of their schedule, the girls currently stand at 2-5.
Multiple players have been dominating on the field, as Jasmine Dunn scored 2 touchdowns in a 20-0 shutout win of Bryant, and another touchdown in an 18-6 loss to Hillcrest.
Sanaya Spraggins has been phenomenal on the defensive side of the ball, as she had an interception in the Bryant game and in a 34-0 loss to Tuscaloosa County.
The girls' next game is against Sipsey Valley in the last home game of the year on October 17th at 6 o'clock.
Be sure to come out and support the team as they look to close out their season with a bang.
Another team approaching the end of their season is the volleyball team, as they enter into the area tournament with a 5-11 record.
On September 28th, the girls hosted Hueytown in an area matchup, falling short 3-0.
However, on October 3rd, the Panthers held their annual senior night, as they dominated Bessemer City with a final varsity score of 3-0.
Farrah Hubbard was back in action against the Tigers, stepping back into her role as a standout server after a devastating injury prior to the season.
Chelsea Youngblood was also a star server for the JV team in their 2-0 win.
The Panthers have a shot at redemption against Hueytown as they meet the Gophers head-on in a first round of the upcoming area tournament.
The tournament will be held at McAdory High School on October 18th. Be sure to come out and support your Lady Panthers.
And with that, another month of Brookwood sports comes to a close.
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Fallon. And this has been your Panther Sports.
Recently, Brookwood High School's very own Crimson Star Band competed in their first competition.
And I hear they did pretty good and brought home some pretty good awards.
Let's go with Panther Talk reporter Brianna Snyder to learn more about their recent accomplishments.
The Crimson Star Band is one of Brookwood's most impressive extracurriculars by far. On September 30th, Brookwood competed in the Pride of the Valley Marching Band competition at Pinson Valley High School. Our band director, Rick Artavino, believes that this was one of the band's best runs by far.
I thought it was one of their best performances that they've ever done. There is definitely work to be done to improve for future competitions, but it was one of their best runs that I've seen. Not everybody performed their own perfect run, but as a whole, it was the band's best run so far.
Our drumline major, Michelle Diego Sandoval, and other band members were pleasantly surprised with how well they were awarded at Pride of the Valley.
The way that I felt, and I just know that the band felt, was nervous whenever they first called out our name, because we weren't sure if we were going to get a one. Well, we knew we were going to get a one, but you just know that little sigh that maybe we won't. So we're really nervous, and as soon as they said all ones for everyone, we just started cheering.
I think that the ratings were very fair because, like I said, we put a lot of hard work into it. We spent a lot of our time doing it, and the judges gave us a lot of good feedback, but also they really appreciated what we did.
I think so. And if you look at the scores, specifics, there is still room for improvement, but the band performed well enough that they won the 1 and 2A competition. So I think I think that was well deserved. They really performed extremely well.
Mr. Artavino believes that these wins will motivate the band to push through and continue working hard for the next competitions.
Yes, I think that the band will work harder, or at least they better, because while we did do extremely well at this competition, we have 2 more competitions that we're planning on attending, and they only get more challenging as the season goes on because while we have time to refine our show, so does everybody else in the state. Now that they've won, the eyes are going to be on them, and when they show up to competitions, other bands will be saying, uh-oh, there's Brookwood.
I'm just very proud of them because they do put in a lot of work, and I'm really glad and proud of them.
I'm very proud of the performance and the practices that they've been doing. I know that at times my students get frustrated with how hard they've had to work, but I hope that their victory this weekend shows them just how much it pays off and why we work so hard to do what we do.
Panther Talk is very proud of our bands. I'm Brianna Snyder. Back to you in the studio.
This year, 9th through 12th graders chose 20 students out of their grade to compete in Battle of the Classes.
The seniors came out on top, but let's go with Sage and Addison to see how the rest of the battle turned out.
Hey, I'm Addison.
And I'm Sage.
And today we're at the new Billy Joe Young Field.
And this is Battle of the Classes.
With it being your first year at Battle of the Classes, how do you feel about it?
I'm feeling really good. It's more mature than middle school and I'm loving it.
What's your favorite game so far in Battle of the Classes?
Probably the 100-yard run.
Who do you think is going to win Battle of the Classes this year?
Freshman.
And with the seniors coming out on top.
That's a wrap for Battle of the Classes.
I'm Sage.
I'm Addison.
Back to you in the studio.
Well, that's all we have for now.
Thanks for watching. I'm Emily.
And I'm Amber. And this was your Panther Talk.
Boopers! It's turning their seat.
Talk your crap now. Yep, you messed up. You got it.
You seem really joyful about breast cancer.
Oh.
Aubrey, I'm actively reporting.
By yourself?
I'm really glad you're not reporting for me.